Have you seen such an opulent apartment before? Words are not enough to describe this beautiful specimen of Second Empire style. Hello and welcome to GiGlee magazine. Where did you find this apartment, you ask? In the Louvre Museum, of course. Generally, an apartment in a metropolitan city is like a matchbox with little to no artistic decor. Napoleon III Apartments are far from it. The walls, the ceiling, the chairs are all gilded gold. The upholstery on the chairs as well as the tapestries are a rich velvety red. This room is highlighted further, if that's even possible, by a huge chandelier with diamond teardrops like crystals. It is certainly overwhelming to take it all in. This extravagance is what you'll call the Napoleon III style or the Second Empire style. Before we begin with our tour of these apartments, let me first ask you, who was Napoleon III? Louis Napoleon Bonaparte was first the president of France and then he was the king of the French. That was way back in the 19th century. His reign was called the Second Empire. Napoleon, when he was the king, came out with a major renovation plan for Paris. And in this revamp, he established what we call the Second Empire or the Napoleon III style. The most accessible place today to see this style in action is in a gallery in the Richelieu wing in the Louvre Museum, Paris. The red tapestries and gilded gold walls I previously described belong to this apartment. The state drawing room has expensive chairs and an antiscrite. To cap it all off is a beautiful fresco made by Charles Raphael Marichal. The state drawing room leads to the state dining room, which is yet another masterpiece. The flattering chandeliers hang on the ceiling right above an equally grand dining table. In contrast to the red, the walls are paneled in black and gold in the dining room. This combination with the chandeliers looks classic. Don't you think so? The royal bedchamber. The royal bed is the main highlight of this room. That's of course the case since it's the royal bedchamber. This room is also gilded in gold. Imagine sleeping in here. I'm curious to know, would you like to stay in the Napoleon III apartments? Will you be comfortable there? Comment your thoughts below. As for the bedchamber, to compensate for the gold and to give it a more enclosed personal look, this bedchamber isn't as opulent as the first two rooms here. Are you blinking your eyes trying to get a clear vision from all that blinding glitz? Well, I am too. Luckily, we are at the end of our tour of the Napoleon III gallery in the Louvre Museum. But before you go, please like this video and share it with one friend who loves museums. Hey, also subscribe to binge on some historical destinations. See you next Friday. Bye.